was having a hard time cutting it off. I'm like, I don't know when's the best time. I think there's no best time because it's just so fire.
It's hard to cut off that
Yeah.
sound, but yeah,
It's okay. Well,
you do have a show to do.
yeah, it's okay. You'll all be listening to the rest in a little bit. So, hello, welcome back. I just wanted to say something really quick. I know that I said that we were gonna be live earlier, but I experienced some technical difficulties, and it didn't go live at the time that I thought. But I will be posting the full show, like the audio version, on YouTube. So no worries if you missed the first part. And of course, I have to make some announcements before we go on the second part of the interview because that's what radio is all about, making announcements, right?
That's right.
All right, so North Parks Observatory is an amazing venue that you can win tickets to. Make sure to check out all our giveaways on kcrlive.com for a chance to win tickets to concerts throughout the semester and follow us on at KCR College Radio for more opportunities to win. Number 2, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube at KCR College Radio for weekly events and sports updates as well as the latest giveaway opportunities. All right, that was the KCR stuff, of course. And now I'm going to make 2 more announcements of some really cool events happening. Firstly, Techniche, of course, you guys remember Techniche, the homies. They're having another blackout event Thursday, March 7th at Rich's San Diego. It's free before 11 if you wear all black, and that shouldn't be a problem for me since I wear black all the time. As you can see, if you're looking at the live stream right now, we're all pretty much wearing black right now. We're a techno stereotype, but whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so you guys should definitely check it out. My guest of the night, Jon E Thin, is going to be playing, of course. And by the way, this
Yes.
is going to get really good. I'm giving away 2 pairs of tickets to Techniche, of course. And I'm going to be giving them away through Eventbrite. Just use the code Scarlett. Scarlett, SCARLETT, all caps. And get your tickets. Like, you don't have to miss out. You're going to get free tickets. Just use my name.
free tickets. Let's
Yeah.
techno.
Let's
Sign up.
techno. Yeah, for sure. And lastly, there's an awesome event happening next Tuesday, February 19th, that you won't want to miss. T is for Techno, one of San Diego's most established techno events, is back at Flux Nightclub, featuring my guest of the night, of course, again. Damn, you're balling. You're like playing all these events in San Diego, no big deal.
Thank you, San
Mixoplex
Diego.
is playing also, Drunk Kate, and resident DJs, Red Sonia and Alien Tom. Tickets are only $5. What are you waiting for, people? I know that there's some stigma behind downtown, okay? Trust me. I don't even like going there on the weekends. But have in mind, this is on a Tuesday. It's a different crowd, completely. Parking doesn't suck. The club is nice and clean, and you have all the space to dance. It doesn't get any better than this. So don't be afraid. Try it out. You're going to have a great time. John, you've been to Tees for Techno at Flux. How's your downtown experience?
T is for techno at Flux. Just forget the downtown stigma. It is, they are doing something right and dialed in there. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Come, just leave all that behind. You'll have a good experience.
definitely.
Tom and Sonia have it dialed in.
For sure. And what do you
Yeah.
have in store for us at Tees for Techno?
Actually, Rudy Mixoplex and I are going to be doing a back-to-back. We'll
Whoa.
be right before Truncate, and it's an honor to be playing before him. So we're just going to try to set the pace right and
Yeah.
just kind of give it all we got for that one.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Like 2 big names in
Yeah.
San Diego, you and Mixoplex
Yeah.
playing together.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
We've done it in the past before, stretching all the way back to like 94.
Whoa.
So we decided to kind of bring that back and kind of fuse our styles together, and that usually creates something pretty nice.
That's
So,
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's nice that you guys can create together and
Co-create,
have
yeah,
that
it's very nice.
level, like connect on certain level, like the music level.
There's not many DJs I would feel comfortable with, and Rudy is definitely one that I would definitely put in that spot.
Fantastic. We're really excited for next Tuesday. We have a lot in store for y'all. Banging techno, state-of-the-art lighting, Function 1 sound, and all the positive vibes. I also have something planned for y'all. I'll be doing an event coverage that will be released on the show's Facebook and YouTube. So if you go on Tuesday, you might make it in the video. I don't know.
Hmm?
You know, you
Yeah.
make it a little, you know. All right, so going back to Mr. Jon E Thin.
Yes.
So you said you've been DJing since 89,
1986.
86?
Yeah.
What was your first gig like?
My first gig was probably like actually, it was a backyard boogie party in like San Bernardino somewhere. And then I was doing like the high school dance parties and stuff like that shortly
Yeah,
after I graduated and stuff like that.
that's really cool.
So pretty raw.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
you
how I
know,
started too.
so your dad's a DJ too,
Oh yeah, I
right?
was about to
Okay.
touch into that right now.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Where do you get your inspiration to produce or DJ?
I've had a passion for music overall for a very long time. I knew when I was young, you know, building blocks and action figures and everything, it just turned into music. And I was collecting records, and before you know it, I was just developing an ear for certain kind of sounds and finding those records. And then, wow, you can actually mix these two together, and got into some college radio like
Yeah,
you
like
did,
what I'm
and
doing now.
yeah, and it just kind of led into this. A good friend of mine, Jeff Kumper, we were in college radio together, and uh, he's also been there for my progression. I've known him since he was kindergarten, so
That's beautiful.
this is good.
Yeah, look at you. It's amazing. And going back, I wanted to go in a full circle because we were speaking of inspiration, right?
Yeah.
And I love how on your Facebook you have a techno dad written on your page.
Yes.
And I think that's really inspiring when people keep pursuing their passions throughout their lives. And as
Yes.
you mentioned, yeah, my dad is a DJ. Like he recently turned 50 and he's still playing and doing what he loves.
That's right. You should never stop doing what you love. If you do have a passion, if you do have something that makes you feel good, that makes you whole, you should never stop. Just always go for it.
Yeah,
Do it.
definitely. And I think I'm sure your kids think you're like the coolest dad, huh? Or
Of
not really.
course, and I think he's the coolest kid, and it's cool to be a techno dad, and yeah, he is an inspiration as well. So
Yeah, that's really cool. You're creating a techno kid.
that's right. We need the next generation, right?
Yeah, and we're creating that.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder what that techno is going to sound like.
Yes, I know. That's beautiful. Are you releasing any music soon? I checked your SoundCloud and you didn't really have anything. Maybe
As
like
far
2
as, like,
years
originals,
ago. Yeah.
I'm getting into some production, so they're look out for those.
Mhm.
We're just getting in the studio and kind of just developing what my sound should be.
Yeah.
And I have produced back in the day. I'd say around 2000, 2002. I was working with a guy named Aaron Lazarus. We had like a record label out.
Mhm.
It's more of like a progressive tech trance type of stuff.
Yeah.
Still strong stuff,
Yeah.
but as we all know, the records
Mhm.
kind of just.
Yeah.
So I've done stuff in the past. I need to get on my, off
Mhm.
my, and get some stuff out. But
Yeah, definitely. I think we all want to hear more of your sound.
Right.
Yeah, you have some really cool mixes there. I think the last one was at Techniche Radio that
Yeah.
you were there, and then like the recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, John. We want to hear your stuff.
All right, I'll get on it.
Awesome.
That's right.
Is there any event that has made like the biggest impact in your life? Any event that you will never forget?
There was, and I kind of bring up this show, and I'm glad Martin's here for this. There was a show called Full Circle.
Mm.
It was probably one of the bigger shows that I played. There was probably about 4,000 people there.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
About 1997.
And you were there?
Oh yeah.
He was there, and it was at the Pala Indian Reservation off the 15, and it was an impactful show for me. Just to play for that many people at the time that I played, and
Insane.
it kind of leaves you with a rush to
Yeah,
just
of
keep
course.
doing it again.
You feel really nervous? I would have been sweating.
Well, it was really cold.
Okay, yeah, so
So,
you
yeah.
no room for sweating there.
It was freezing, but the experiences like that, and I've had much more than that, but that is a good one because that did leave a mark on both of us.
Oh yeah.
That was a good show.
Making the relationship stronger.
That's right.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm aware you have a podcast called Future Sound. Can you tell me more about that? How you started and what you cover?
Yeah, a gentleman from the UK reached out to me from Foob Radio. I guess it's left interpretation how you want to say it.
Mhm.
But they reached out to me and they said, "Would you like to do an hour of your own every fourth Monday?"
Mhm.
So I, humbled by that, I gladly accepted. And you have to come up with a mix every fourth week. So what I've been doing, if it's not myself, I've been having a guest that I feel from local San Diego or Southern
Mhm.
California. I've had Rudy on there. I've
Mhm.
had
You had Alien
I've
Tom.
had Alien Tom.
Mhm.
So the people who are making some good waves with the techno, kind of feature them.
Yeah.
So, and it's on a global platform, so I feel kind of honored to even have that show.
Yeah, that's
So,
amazing.
yeah,
And do you only cover music or do you also speak?
I've spoke a few times. It just depends. I guess if it's a special show, I'll
Yeah.
kind of do some voiceovers and
Yeah, you
stuff like
mostly
that. But I
feature
mostly just
music.
feature the music. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
You this is your fourth show now, or how many shows do you have so far now?
gosh,
No, I feel like it's more than
I
that.
think it's
Yeah,
a little
Yeah.
bit
more.
more.
It's
I
more
feel
than
a little
that.
more.
I,
It's like
you
7
know,
or 8.
with Facebook,
Yeah.
sometimes you get distracted. I'm like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
There's like so many events and so many things happening.
I felt like I should be keeping track just the other day because I
Yeah.
was like, it was it.
I don't
7
even
or
know how
8
many
or
shows I have. Like, I don't even know what show this is. I
Well-
just know it's episode 2, season 2. But like collectively, I'm like,
We're both guilty.
I know. It's okay. We are like have a lot of things going on in our lives. It's hard to remember every little single.
We're a work in progress.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, what advice would you give a DJ that's trying to make it in this industry?
Nowadays,
Yeah, I know things have changed.
there's a lot of DJs. There's a lot of people getting their nails dirty, trying to get booked and make a blip on the map. Just keep pressing on. Just be you. That's. I think you gave some really good advice at the beginning of the show. You need to love yourself. You need to love what you do. That stuff, your expression, that stuff comes out of you when you're doing what you love
Yeah,
to do.
it translates.
So people hear that. So when that starts showing, when that starts shining, and the fire starts showing, that's when things start to
Being
come.
authentic.
Yeah, that's when things start to come for you.
That's a common theme that has arisen in a lot of these shows. And
Yeah.
people, when I ask this question, a lot of them say like, "Stay true to yourself, like be authentic,
You have
and
to.
do it for the right motives."
Right. You can't do it for money. You're not in this thing for money. You're in this. It's a passion,
It's a
or
passion,
it's you're chasing dragons.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. What are your thoughts on the underground electronic music scene in San Diego? We can start with the positives right now, and then anything that needs improvement.
The positives right now. I
And
would
you can answer too
say-
if you guys want to answer like one or two or
Yeah.
something.
The positives right now, I would say, right now I've seen San Diego like I've not seen it, and I've been here a little while.
Yeah.
I've had a residency back in the day, Romper Room, and that,
Oh, where was that?
that was in downtown. That's actually where Bang Bang is now.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice. I love Bang Bang.
that was a very big thing for me. That was a little more rustic, a little bit more of a different flavor back then. But now I think San Diego's come of age. There's a lot more people going out, I think, than there's ever been. A
Yeah,
lot
I
more
agree.
interest in electronic music. Techno is just
Yeah.
making some waves right
Yes.
now. So, and I've been on this techno thing for a long time. So to see
To see it grow.
it grow, see the bandwagon people kind of, it's like I've seen it kind of all, but I've been through it all.
It's impressive,
I'm
right?
not going anywhere.
Jon E Thin is here to stay. So that's real. That's positive. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Any improvements that needs to be done here in San Diego underground?
I think I see some improvements being made in the way that people are working together.
Hmm.
So we have cross promotion with TS for Techno. We have Techniche. We have your show. It's about all the crews getting along together and working together sometimes so that we can create one thing that people are trying to go to.
All right.
So
Yeah, I agree. And I touched this subject last week too of how it's about collaboration. Like some competition is fine, but as long as you're not hurting each other.
as long as you're not hurting each other, that makes all the difference. It's how you work with other crews. It's how you navigate that industry, and
Yeah, because we're all in this together.
you're either building or you're separating yourself, and it's that's really not really doing anybody any good.
Yeah,
So
and it shows, and
yeah,
people will talk, and
yeah,
you're not gonna be liked in the scene.
yeah,
Because a lot of
yeah,
people in the scene that I've related myself to, they're really nice, and it's about love and collaboration.
right.
And if you're not about that, like
They
you
feel it.
will know, like yeah,
They
you will
feel
know.
it. They detect it. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Lastly, what is a song or an artist that is like your guilty pleasure?
80s music.
80s.
80s music, and it's not really just one song, but there are certain melodies in 80s. There's certain things that I grew up with, and artists and songs, and things that just still make me feel a certain way. So
That's beautiful.
that's my guilty pleasure, is going back
Then you
back
should
to my
probably
roots.
go check out my dad, DJ. He DJs like all that stuff.
Let's
80s,
go.
80s, 90s. Yeah, check him out at City Tacos on Tuesdays or Romesco on Thursdays and Fridays.
Let's go.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
you guys will get along really well.
Let's go.
All right. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you being here and your friend too. He's just like
Oh,
bringing
yes.
all the good vibes.
Of course.
And we're going to go in the second half of the mix and we will be back for some other questions, of course, just like the ending remarks. And I just want to let you guys know that you're listening to KCR College Radio, the award winning Sound of State. Ooh.